Let's just get it.
I'm moving on my scraper bike. I'm cruising on my scraper bike. My scraper bike go hard. I don't need no cord. Smashing on my scraper bike. Scraping on my scraper bike. Scraping on my scraper bike. On my scraper bike. On my scraper bike. On my scraper bike. On my scraper bike.
The Crucible is a fine and industrial arts education facility, and it was founded in 1999. We were in Berkeley for 3 years and came to West Oakland and have been here 7 years. We host all sorts of classes for adults and youth. We serve about 5,000 adults and 2,500 young people through our programs. We offer incredible youth programs here at the Crucible. We offer field trips where we bring in young folks and offer 3 demonstrations of our fine and industrial arts. We offer classes which occur after school and on weekends, and then we have these incredible summer camps where young people can come for a full day and take all sorts of classes. We run workshops. They could be individual projects as well as group projects. We have an outreach vehicle called the ERV, which is our educational response vehicle, and offers 5 demonstrations, and we take that out into the community to do demonstrations. We have an incredible bike program for our local neighbors, which offers 2 components. One is the bike fix-a-thons, where once a month we roll up our doors and fix local community members' bikes. And then we have an Earn a Bike program where young folks can come into the studio, pick out a bike, fix that bike up, they learn bike mechanics, and earn that bike.
I describe it as a fun place, and you learn how to do stuff that some adults don't know how to do, and it's just like a new experience for some people.
Ride my bike, girl, tell me how it feels. Ride my bike, girl, tell me how it feels.
Hyphy Bike is something that, like, you make something like your own. You take a bike that, like, take parts off of it and you make it like your own custom-made bike, like no one has before.
The Hyphy Bike program came about as an evolution to keeping young people involved in the Crucible, and it was a way in which we could take their love of bicycles and integrate some of the skills we teach here at the Crucible.
Frame Alteration class was an idea that we had that grew out of the art bike movement, the Hyphy Bike movement, the scraper bike movement. It's a way of incorporating the interests of bicycles with developing fabrication skills and hoping to merge the interests of doing bike mechanics with then learning the welding and metal working skills.
Today we are doing our Hyphy Bike program, which is basically taking a pile of junk bikes, used bikes, beat up bikes, rusted out bikes, and we're taking maybe 2 or 3 of them. We're going to cut them up and weld them back together into a working bike. So hopefully everyone's bike will work when we're done. Last time everyone's bike was rideable, even if it only made it around the block once or twice.
There's really not a lot of stuff to do in this neighborhood. Either just play sports or ride bikes around. That's what you can do to stop the trouble. Because I think if more kids show their bikes off, and more people will want to come to a Crucible and participate in the class and stay off the streets.
We had the opportunity to build bikes and learn different steps like the welding and piecing the bike together and letting your imagination come to life through the bikes.
We're instructing cutting and reforming of existing bike frames, altering bike frames, MIG welding, finishing the joints, sanding, painting, and then doing the mechanic work on the bicycle as well, the brakes and shifters and all that.
A lot of kids are really into the chopper bikes right now, so we end up doing a lot of extended forks and custom handlebars. But it's been a really, really great program. This is our 2nd time around doing this. We did it last year, and it was very successful. I mean, kids that rode out after our class was over, hit the streets. I mean, it was pretty much doors being knocked down by kids coming through here wanting to be a part of this program.
It actually served as one of our greatest community outreach tools ever, because these young folks would be riding these bikes that they created, and they were just so proud of these bikes.
A lot of what we're doing too is we're incorporating like design into it too. So this is our CAD program out here. It's pretty high tech, cardboard assisted design.
And really cool to be able to see these kids come up with some very creative ideas. I mean, a lot of them, some of the stuff, it's a little too ambitious, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, they're really, really creative, and they're coming up with some really, really cool ideas and concepts. So it's been fun, very, very rewarding.
The kids who are involved in the Hyphy Bike program have completed either an Earn a Bike program, which is our after-school offering, or a metal fabrication welded sculpture class. So have a basis of a foundation of skills for either bicycles or for metal work. And we're selected to do the class based on good behavior and accomplishment and a basic basis of foundation skills.
They definitely learn a lot of skills, but also they learn how to start a project, and since there's not a whole lot of time to make their bikes, they like really focus down and concentrate on stuff, and they realize that if they don't work the full time, then they're not going to get it done. And also the reward is pretty high, because they can ride around something that they made.
It's pretty amazing to see that our young folks go through our programs and form a foundation of skills and confidence as well.
I can tell people like, yeah, they're like, do you know how to weld? Do you know how to cut? Yes, I know how to do that. You know, feels happy that you get, new experiences, and you can talk to people like when you be out, like somebody be like, oh, I welded before, be like, oh, I did too, instead of being like, what's welding?
Most people won't believe that I made it, which makes me feel better.
I think people will say when I ride my bike, everyone like, did you really make that? You didn't make that, you bought it or something. Or somebody else made it for you. Like, yeah, I made it because it's like, I really did make it.
I think our greatest challenge with this project is just making sure we have enough instructors for the amount of young people that are interested. I think this program especially tends to have a greater need than we actually have the resources for, and so I think that has actually been the most challenging part, is just making sure that we have enough support and coverage for 17 young people who are interested in customizing their bikes.
I was starting to give up because I got angry because I didn't get like a lot of attention to get help with my bike. Like all instructors who worked with other kids or whatever, so I didn't get enough attention to get help, but I kept on asking, and finally I got help, and they showed me how to do it, and I did it on my own.
It's not something you see every day. To make your own, to make this thing, this once broken thing, to turn it into something that works, that's actually really cool, is really neat.
And I think a lot of these kids are going to walk out of this class, feeling really, proud of what they're being able to create, and the fact that they're going to take these bikes out onto the street and be able to display them out there, and for the rest of the world to see, something pretty cool. I don't think that a lot of kids have an opportunity to be able to do something like that, so it's been a really, really great experience.
Youth who participate in this program have a real sense of pride and accomplishment with what they have made for themselves to actually use. We have a lot of folks who go through our programs and go through a learning process and come out with greater skills, and will come out with small projects that they make. But this is a program where our folks are a little more invested in what they're doing, and then make these amazing forms and make these creative projects that are their transportation and that are their exercise and their fun and their days. So I think it's a joy to see them do that, but also to know that that's for them is the most exciting thing, is to make something that they're so proud of, that they use, that they need in their day.
This is an incredible program. I mean, it's highly sought after. It gets people talking. Young people feel very empowered and creative. It's incredibly sustainable. I think when you look at the movements that are going on in the Bay Area around art bikes and scraper bikes, and you look at the resources the Crucible can offer, I think it's absolutely a program that will grow out of the youth program and will become a regular offering in our summer camps as well as the adult and youth programs. It's just exciting, I think, to be able to take an idea and transform it into a bicycle. And I think West Oakland and the greater Bay Area is a big bike community, and to be able to customize those bikes is just really exciting, and it's been really gratifying to see young people so excited about the bikes they're making and talking about them with so much excitement as they anticipate their first ride on Mandela Parkway.
On my scraper bike. What is this? What do we have here? Handlebars. I don't even have to steer. In a scraper bike out. Oh, so hype out. 15 deep, man. I wish you I won't. Moving fast, real swiftly. With sight never seen. Oh, so spiffy. Scraper bikes was invented in the test by young champ truck builds get around. When we come around, they know we be. Slapping the 15, promoting our CDs on the bike and even in the course. Still pulling bras, looking like a star. Got TVs on it, and it got slapped.
Wait a minute, guy, are the spinners on that?